An army of multimodos. They resemble all your loved ones.
As wonderful as that would be.
I have nightmares that start like that.
Oh hey, that's like that one thing from the Apocalypse Stone, where the Prince of Hell comes out and he kills your family.
No, that's not shapeshifting. That's flesh golems made of your loved ones.
Yeah, that's why I said like.
Jesus fucking Christ!
It's the Apocalypse Stone, and you screwed over a Prince of Hell.
So.
It's the best D&D book.
So, shall we begin then?
I guess.
Oh, just so everyone knows, school started yesterday, so...
Oh, goody.
The endless screaming has begun.
Yeah.
It never stops for me.
The long night.
I mean, once it starts, it doesn't stop. That's the meaning of endless.
And I'm taking classes at Oswego again, so...
Hey!
Are you really?
It's only one, and it's not actually in Oswego.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's in Baldwinsville.
Ew.
That's still a fucking drive for you. That's like an hour and change, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's only once a week. On Tuesdays.
Ugh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
I've got 18 days before mine start.
And it's a 3-hour course, so...
Ugh.
What course is it? Ooh, fuck.
It's one of my master's courses. It's Literacy 509. It involves tutoring.
God. You poor, poor, sad creature.
At least so. So, when we last left off, who would like to remind us what happened?
I will let anyone else talk about what happened.
So we went to the king, right? And,
yeah, we went to the king.
Thank you for starting there.
Filled him in on everything that happened. A couple of us made very...
Earthrob.
Commitments to the crown. Loosey-goosey commitments to the crown. Not necessarily the king themselves. And we had to take Vernon's jaw.
Like, swore a fucking oath that like, could only be more suspicious if your name was Jafar and you had a twisted
or Scar. Long live.
And somebody had to pick Vernon's jaw up off the floor. Then we...
Several times.
Yes. We went to the Bardic College that Arranis is now a former professor of. You don't need to take that title off of as far as that.
I'm still a professor, just I'm not a professor there anymore.
You lost tenure.
Yeah, actually, I am technically speaking headmaster. So let's make that change right now.
There we go.
Look on the positive side.
Lord Headmaster.
Yes.
Hey baby, hey baby, you want to see why they call me headmaster?
Because I run a school.
Because I run a school. That's really it.
Arranis gave a speech dissing the dead guy and saying, "Screw this school, come to mine." Which, surprise, surprise, didn't work out.
I'm in my own school with blackjack and hookers.
As a matter of fact, forget the
hookers. We have
hookers.
donuts on Tuesdays. And then Throkk went to a couple stores, a music instrument craftsman and a weaponsmith or a weapon enchanter.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That did a couple things, and Vernon went to go talk with Mummy and Diddy.
Which was an amazing scene, by the way.
That was fantastic.
Oh, also,
darling,
because I was not accounting for the magic item that I'm supposed to have at character creation, he also ran back into the house and grabbed the shield off the wall.
Okay.
This is mine now!
I always eyed this as a child, and it is mine now.
How very Zed of you.
Really,
oh no, it's a slippery road.
Oh.
Heart full of neutrality.
Honestly, if he didn't want them to see him, they wouldn't.
While we're in the city, besides waiting for the horns and my great axe to be completed, Throkk will just help Arranis out with whatever he needs because he has nothing else to do in the city. Be it a bodyguard or a scary, intimidating person.
Throkk.
Vernon's probably going to just sell the house back to the crown and basically be like, yeah, this is property of the kingdom now. So, there.
Throkk. Aera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have some more poor decisions to make.
All right. Do you want us
At least he
to
admits
try to
it.
convince you not to do them, or do you want us to follow along behind you and
Or do you
pretend
want to
like
bounce these
we
ideas
are
off of us?
supporting you 100%?
Or do you want to bounce these ideas off of us because you value our input?
I want to bounce these ideas off of you, and then I want you to follow them regardless of your opinion.
So you want us to argue with you for appearance's sake only?
I'm very happy that we've gotten to know each other.
All right, let's get it over with.
So, our good dead Professor Redrun accused me of getting a girl killed.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That Taji bastard, whose red hair has not been red for 40 years, no matter what the dye job said, would be absolutely ecstatic if I was guilty of something. Or would have created something to make me look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have told it to anybody and everybody who would listen.
Mm-hmm.
Which exclusively involves the other staff members at the school we just visited yesterday.
And some of the higher ups, more responsible, respected students, right? Or mostly for staff.
Probably just staff. You have to keep up appearances' sake. You can't actually be caught enjoying life.
Why not? It's school.
I don't know.
Are you guys level? You guys are level 9, right?
What?
You guys are level 9, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, you tell us.
Yeah, we're level 9.
Yes.
I believe it's pronounced 11.
11.
I see
11.
what you- Alright. Well, then I believe you have your... I think we have our encounter tonight.
Fuck. That's only this unless things get really crazy at the Bard School. Yeah. I am, by the way.
Battle of the Bards.
The Battle of the Bards!
I can cast Firewall now. Like I'm going to win.
Battle of the Bastards.
I literally am so good. Everything's on fire.
The Lord.
So I would like the two of you to protect not Professor Arranis, but Lord Arranis, as he goes to discuss something official with the headmaster, who can't refuse me because I'm a lord.
Alright.
Do we get a special insignia that says we represent you as bodyguards?
Yes, but you're gonna have to take a brain
I want a
check.
crest. I want a bodyguard crest.
We gotta come up. Well, we gotta come up with a crest for the Sentinels.
We'll come up with two crests. One for me, one for you. One for us.
Wear both of them.
One on
Correct.
each shoulder.
Right. They'll hold up the cloaks.
Yes, the little chain.
That's actually a great.
crossed.
And like I take a moment. I was like, that's actually a great idea.
And then maybe by then we'll also have completed our bracelet bangles with different scales.
We will be so blinged out.
So here's the plan.
And everyone will be jealous and
Super shiny and no one will be able to refuse us because we will look so freaking intimidating.
Right.
Everyone will know our names.
Don't worry. They already know that.
Right, yeah,
with me now. So here's the plan. Here is my game plan. We're going to walk there. We're going to go to the headmaster's office. No one is going to cause a fuss.
But if they do,
Throkk, you're going to dissuade anyone from interrupting him during his office hours. After all, it's very rude.
Yes.
Aera,
Yes.
you are going to accompany me because you are experiencing culture in a foreign land.
Oh, yes. I don't understand how these academies, is that how you say it? Academies work. It's so completely unfamiliar to me.
You don't even have to say a single word, but
Hold on,
Hold on a second,
I'll
guys.
just stand there and look really wide-eyed and super innocent and uncomprehending of what's going on.
Hold on. All you have to do is, if you suspect that asshole is lying, just casually and discreetly, just tap me on the shoulder or something similar.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
So that we can play the bullshit game. Actually, how long does Rarius telepathic blonde last?
I think it lasts an hour.
It's either an hour
per
or
level.
a minute.
I think it's like an hour per level is a long time. Maybe it's a minute per level. No, I think it's an hour per level.
It's a ritual. It lasts an hour. Yes.
When are we going to start this?
We're going to start this fairly early on in the day. We're going to let him have his morning cup of coffee / tea.
Okay, so just for my sake, it'll be day 1 of 3 waiting on my items.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's got my crossbow too, doesn't he?
So
yes. Did you pay him extra to try to get it done in 3 days, or is he actually going to be able to do it in 3 days?
He's gonna take a couple more days after the 3 days. I think it's something like he said 5 or 7.
It was 5, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was
5.
So Throkk.
Probably should have written that down.
I know I don't need to remind you of this, but after my fuck up yesterday, I feel like we can't be too careful about these things. Killing people, even though I'm a lord, is still illegal.
Now let's be straight here. The only people I've killed, people that want to kill me, or they put people in chains.
This is a good point. Zed, I know you're listening in.
That did not work out.
Zed, I know you're listening in. Just because I'm a lord now does not mean that killing people is suddenly legal.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. So I make sure that everything is very, very fancy, and I am all dabbed up, like dressed up, and the hair is
Dabbed up.
Dab. Make a dab check.
Fuck.
Sleight of dab.
I've had a fucking long day. Can you guys tell?
I mean, this brings up an important question. Are you proficient in dabbing?
No.
Is anyone really proficient in
He's
dabbing?
technically half proficient in everything because of Jack of all trades.
Ah, you can use your Jack of all trades bonus on your dab check.
I don't want to.
God.
That's something that's isn't that not cool anymore now that teachers have started doing it to make kids.
It was never
Not
cool.
cool. It was not
never
cool like
fucking
a
cool.
long time ago.
It was never cool.
So, okay, for the age group that would find it cool. Sorry, I didn't realize I had to specify the fucking obvious.
Never.
Also, I should close my windows.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure the age group was
dabbing
like,
as a fad has faded.
Oh God.
Yes. There are people who still do it, but like the people who are still flipping bottles of water, they are lame.
Oh God, that's still a thing?
Yes. Yes, it fucking is. God help me, it is.
This generation is just awful.
Yes, the generation which we are a part of is awful.
Say, we're all part of it. I think I'm the only person
My
here.
statement still stands.
the youth no luxury.
Zach is like, I stand as a to my statement.
I'm pretty sure I'm actually the oldest person here.
No, you're not. We've had this discussion.
How old are
They
you?
are.
Yeah, Rain and I are both 26.
I'm 26.
Yeah, so you're not the oldest. You are the same age as us.
I'll
Okay,
be
so
25 in half a month.
Oh, a child!
by the way,
The children now know luxury.
A baby!
by the way, Autumn and I were looking at wedding venues the other day, and you are all invited.
Oh! Oh, that's so
Right.
sweet.
Is
I'm
it
gonna be
not
honest,
gonna be for a
this
while,
is not
though.
the first
Don't
time
you
I've been
worry.
invited to a wedding by people that I've never met in person.
I figured I know you guys well enough
Yeah,
that like it wouldn't feel quite right without you guys. You
You
know?
get, you get to go to Rome, just not that one.
thanks so much. I'll certainly try to make it.
Thank you.
I mean, I live close enough. I can probably catch a bus or something to upstate New York.
Yeah, don't worry. It's in a couple years, so
Okay.
we'll have
Okay.
plenty of time. To
Then
figure
I'll
it
probably be in like Texas.
Damn,
I
we
will
still
keep
need to
you
pick
guys
our
updated.
fucking venue. God.
Oh, we do. Oh man. We should probably. Do you want to do that sometime this weekend? Just look at venues, Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe tomorrow night.
Look,
Because,
like
like,
guys,
People will be like huddled up because of Irma, so
Yeah.
we won't be playing Overwatch or anything. So we can look at venues then, or we could just watch a movie or something. I don't care.
Look at you guys
So,
picking wedding venues. Meanwhile, I'm dating separatists.
Well, so while this is going on, Vernon is going to like some fucking treasurer or something, deed in hand, being like, "I'm going to have so much money, and I'm going to buy all the things." And using his great knowledge of court, he finds just the person in court who would be able to buy this as property of the crown.
Isn't that me?
No,
I think there might be rules for like buying a keep.
There
or
are.
selling or like
Not selling, but buying.
buying. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
so what is it?
I gotta figure that out.
If it's a small keep, it's like 10,000 gold pieces.
Let's see.
A manor's like 5,000.
I need to get something to drink. I'll be right back.
It's like a nice house, probably like a manor.
Oh Jesus! So
Is it kind of like is it like
Abbey,
the
Guild Town, or
house
city?
that we use as our base in River's
or
Keep?
small castle.
We have-
Small state with manor.
We literally
Um,
have Old Rivers Keep Castle. I literally
Well,
own
probably
that
smaller
now.
than that.
Considered.
I mean, the mansion in River's Keep
What's up?
compared to the one that Vernon owned in
What's up?
River's Keep. Is his like a little bit smaller, bigger, the same size as the one that we were using before we got the old River's Keep?
Yeah.
It's probably the same size, I would think. If he's classifying it as a manor.
He was our neighbor, right? In these
Yeah.
quotation marks.
Yeah.
So it'd be a similar sized house.
Mhm.
With
Well,
a
the
similar
construction
market.
More or less our neighbor.
25,000.
But
What's the
the-
construction cost?
Okay, so they're unskilled workers, right?
Yeah.
So how much time does it take?
150 days.
Okay, so it's going to take 150 gold pieces off for day workers, and then pick an arbitrary number to determine how much the stone and all that stuff is going to cost.
We'll say that it's worth 15,000
Okay.
gold.
Jesus fucking Christ! Congratulations.
You have
He
so
can be
much
our
money
vendor.
now, Ington.
You have
Okay.
1,500
So-
platinum.
Am I able to successfully sell it?
I don't know. Make a diplomacy roll.
All right, let's see it.
It's a good thing you got that.
What's the
charisma.
5e equivalent to diplomacy?
Oh, it's
Persuasion.
persuasion.
Yeah.
Hey, since I'm doing it to members of the like royal bank, and that's part of
Oh,
the court.
Do you get
Can I
advantage?
get an advantage?
You're trying to sell them a house.
Yeah.
Fine, you get advantage on this.
I don't know. Dealing with bankers always counts as being threatened.
Yeah. Oh, the sad advantage.
Jesus. They talk amongst themselves and they make you an offer of 10,000.
Sorry, it was a DC 28.
Okay. I go. There, it has been in the family for...
It's too far away from us to honestly to buy it and to maintain it. That would be. We would be taking a loss buying it from you for 10,000.
That's understandable. The intention is that you would sell it to somebody who would live there, not that you would maintain it. But yeah, so I can understand that.
But if we want someone to be able to live there, we have to maintain it.
Yes. Well, Vernon's just like, I suppose 10,000 would be enough. Very well. Would you happen to have a bag that I could carry that money in?
Sure. And they there's a lot of like legal stuff going on. You're signing a lot of things. Eventually, they hand you this large like sack of 1,500 of 1,000 platinum pieces.
Okay.
Which weighs
40, significantly less than 10,000 gold.
20 pounds.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Actually, no. They hand you a small chest with 20 bars of platinum in it.
Okay.
Wow. Do they give you like a dolly to push it out on?
No, it's like I had been hoping for like a bag, that negates some of the weight of it. Those magical. Never mind. I'll just go.
You can buy.
He was trying to swindle a bag of holding out of him. Wow.
Of course he is.
It's not as easy as it looks, is it?
Drag it along. Drag it along. This goddamn chest of still.
Well, so 20 pounds isn't that much. 20 pounds isn't that much. He can carry it.
I'd like to see if there's anybody who's got a lead on something like a ring of spell storing or something like that.
So that would be an investigation.
Investigation. Ooh. Oh.
Whoa.
Let's see that intelligence come into play.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's solid 0 modifier. No.
Nothing. You kind of look around, you start asking a handful of people, and most of them just kind of look at you like, what the hell is a ring of spell storing?
Well, you know how people can cast spells? It holds never mind. Fine. Alright, so I'm carrying my chest, and I'm going to wherever it was that you guys were staying. And
Open the door if you want to come.
Yeah. Hello, the Sentinels. Sentinels.
He's back.
Don't say anything.
I require assistance.
Do you have enough for our fee?
I open the door.
I'm hiding.
What is your fee?
10,000 gold pieces. I'm just kidding.
I open the door. Sorry, Arranis has me booked all day. But what do you need?
I'm in the market for, you all have very expensive adventuring gear, and I have this shield, and he holds up a shield. It's got like an eye on it. It's like, sorry, I'm a sentinel now. Look, I have a sentinel shield.
Vernon, I have to admit that is
Clelen.
Vernon, I have to admit that's the most clever thing you've said since I've met you. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been in my family for generations.
I'm sure it has. What are you looking for again?
I need a... So I am not much in the way of the casting of the spells, you see. I can do it, obviously, but not a lot. Like say, yourself. For example, you can.
Why? Thank you. That's the second.
I'm looking for a way to expand my repertoire of possible spells I can cast in a day.
Can you play lute?
Spit it out. What do you want?
I can teach you.
I need to buy a ring of spell storing.
Okay. I think I know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it for formality's sake. Does Arranis, someone who has spent a long time in this city, know where all the good magic shop vendors are?
Yes.
I am going to give him a list and directions of where the good stuff is and where the cheap stuff is.
Ooh.
Specifically, if there is a wizard that I know that deals with selling to other wizards like that, for instance, like for scrolls and spell storing, I'm going to put his name with a big star and a smiley face.
Yeah, there's a handful of really good like wizards and make like magical item makers.
Do I know? Okay, and do any on that list? Fact: Heat, Red Run, and the Headmaster.
You're not sure. It's been a while.
Can I
talk politics with people?
Can I roll just general charisma for see if I manage to sneak that information out of them, or an insight check?
Yes.
Okay.
While advantage though, because you're trying to remember it.
Right.
While Arranis is coming up with this.
I get. I have perfect memory.
Keen
Oh,
mind?
did you get a feat?
That's only
Meanwhile,
that's limited.
No, never mind.
Well, Arranis and Vernon are
Only
talking.
one within the past month.
I whisper to Aera. We're gonna need to teach him to be a little more blunt.
I know,
17.
Era, not so. Oh,
I don't remember. Again, whenever you kind of brought up stuff at like the Bard College, they were like, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so I won't further sort my names based on whether or not my name is good to mention. Vernon, you were around yesterday.
Yes.
Mention my name at your own discretion.
That was my intention. No
you could
offense.
refer to me as a dragon slayer.
I would possibly not refer to you at all.
or not at all. Right.
Yes.
I completely understand. I'm going to try and fix something.
You understand, I mean no offense, but the Worthington name has pull around here, so I would rather just go on my own merits. You understand?
By all means, Vernon, it was simply a gesture of good faith.
Of course.
without a lot of subtlety, Aera has flapped over to the shiny sentinel shield and is examining it.
Can I? Wait.
Yeah, I figured.
She's like looking at how it reflects things and.
Oh well, thank you, Arranis. Vernon makes no notice of this. He's just like, yes, thank you.
Aera is preening herself. In the reflection of the sentinel shield.
I guess looking around, finally Vernon goes, "Oh, hello. Yes, it's shiny, isn't it? I like it.
It's real shiny, man. Can I hold it for a second?
It's on my arm, and I'm holding this chest, and I'd rather not put the chest down.
I'll take the chest from you.
No, that's fine. I'd like to hold on to the chest.
Let's see if I can steal the chest.
No.
And then Vernon leaves.
The plus 15 sleight of hand.
Goodbye, shiny man.
Goodbye. Oh wait, no, I have advantage on perception checks while I have the shield.
Ooh, I just want to see the roll just to see the roll now.
The shield is going to notice if you're trying to take the shield.
I want to see it.
Vernon goes off toward the top person on the list. Hold on. Let's see.
Let's see if your perception beats that.
Hey.
Oh, a nat 20. Yeah.
Hello.
It would've.
Hello, Zed. Hello. Do you like the shield?
This was just a test. I specifically
Not
said
so much
that.
of a shield wielder myself.
But yes.
Yeah, which I interpret as Zed like going through the motions.
I see how you interpret it. Yeah. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, sure.
It's like you're going through the motions as if you're going to do it. And
Yeah.
Vernon's just like, "Hello, Zed."
So it actually made you see better. Good. This is good. Good for you. Pat.
God, Zed,
Okay.
why did you say pat when
I'm
you
going to
patted
be
him?
going off toward one of the top.
So they know what I'm doing.
Oh.
All right, Vernon, we'll come back to your shopping spree in a minute.
Sweet.
Let's see what's going on with Professor and his crazy
Then you have to
goddamn
wait till
plan.
next session. The shop.
God, I hope not. I
Yeah,
want to
that's
put
all we're
this
doing. That's
character into combat at some
Vernon's
point.
shopping spree.
Yeah, so as soon as we are going to the college or whatever, I'm immediately gonna break off to go pursue my own leads for his murder mystery.
All right, sounds good. So give me. You got your criminal contacts, right?
Yes, I do.
Give me an investigation with advantage.
Ooh, let's see this +0.
Well, advantage helped then.
Yeah, that was good
That's
advantage.
good.
You managed to find a couple of leads. A lot of people are mentioning things like if she had something to do with, if she died recently in the city, she's probably somewhere in the catacombs. They stopped using graveyards a while ago, so
Catacombs.
checking into the catacombs would probably help you find like something like that. Also checking with local priests about like bodies that they buried, things like that. And if you ask the right priest the right question, they might also divulge how the person died.
Okay, yeah.
I do that now.
I would like to pursue that line. Definitely going to the priest and seeing. I'd have to figure out what to ask them though. Like
Like a name,
well, yeah,
and appearance, and race.
yeah. I just know that there was a girl that died, and one of my friends is being blamed for it. I would definitely drop Redrun's name. I know that. That was his name, right? Professor Redrun?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would drop that and insinuate that he was blaming one of my friends for this death. Is that ringing any bells anywhere? He seemed particularly proud to brag about this.
Well,
There are a few people who kind of say, I think I've heard of a couple of possible jilted ex-lovers.
Ex-lovers, okay.
Oh,
If I start passing out some coin, are they a little bit more lenient then?
Yeah, they
Like if I how much does 15 gold buy me? Does that buy me anything good, or do they want more?
that buys you a pretty good couple leads. Some people are kind of like they look either way, and they lean in. Yes, I fed them dry food. Huh? Sorry.
Yeah,
So they
feed
kind of like
people
look
dry
back and
food.
forth, and they lean in and they go, "There was one girl
Mm-hmm.
that Redrun kept going on about.
Okay.
Some girl that apparently was madly in love with Arranis, but he didn't feel the same. She turned to some dark things.
Oh, this is
Some
good.
say that she's still down in the catacombs, but you didn't hear from me.
How much more would buy me the name of this person, this girl?
Another 25 gold pieces.
I love you, man.
Let's see here. I will do 40 gold if you give me all the information you have. I want the name, I want what kind of dark shit she was into, I want to know everything. Everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Done.
Alright.
Takes the 40 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Her name was... Excuse me. Her name was Clara.
Oswald, gotcha.
Name was Clara.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she got into some... trying to learn how to create potions, charms, sorts of things like that. Make Arranis fall in love with her. But word is she got involved with some necromancy instead.
Necromancy, okay.
What the fuck is going on?
Zed's investigation.
I'm proud of you.
Okay.
That's all I really know. Again, if she's dead, I don't think she's dead. Not
Okay.
like, normal.
Oh, frick.
Are we... I want to roll some sort of
My
check to see...
servants never die!
Would Zed know about liches, is what I want to know.
No. Not a lich, but,
Okay, so
something else.
no lich. Something else. Actually, yeah, I would know, because I'm a paladin now. I know about undead. Something else.
No, she wouldn't be strong enough to be a lich, but,
Okay.
I don't know. Some undead creature got a hold of her. You can never tell.
So she might be being controlled. Okay, controlled. I'll put
But you didn't hear it from me.
that. Of course.
Alright.
As these things usually go. Have a good day. I have undead to destroy again. He obviously knows who I am.
Yeah.
The mace tingles slightly.
So that's what the kids are calling it these days.
My mace is tingling.
Eh.
So,
So yeah, when we reconvene,
Arranis.
I'll tell Arranis all that stuff when
And
we
before you leave,
reconvene.
just so you know, weird things have been happening lately.
Weird how.
Kids going missing. I figure you being a sentinel, you might want to look into that, but I don't know, something seems off about it.
Are these just like random? Are these just like kids who are destitute, no home, or are these like well-to-do kids that are just like off and gone in the night?
That's the thing. It doesn't seem like there's a connection between them.
No pattern.
Just kids disappearing.
Kids disappearing. Has this town reneged on a promise to some sort of magical charmer recently?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I mean, they did kick that Arranis guy out of the Bard College.
Yeah, keep accusing me of necromancy. You'll see what happens.
We're not accusing you of necromancy. We're accusing a lover of yours that you didn't love back of necromancy.
That's not what Aera said.
No,
Okay.
I wasn't.
Kids are
I didn't
going
say.
missing.
I
Okay.
did not say that.
Right.
No bard involvement. No bard involvement. Cross off Pied Piper. Got it.
And he also pulls out a scroll, and this is one of the latest people missing.
Latest people
Girl by
missing.
the name of Maria.
Of what? Rhea?
Maria.
Oh, Maria. Okay. And what's the scroll? That's just like a picture of her?
It's like a sketch.
Okay. Artist rendition.
Sketch. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Oh, thank you. I ain't never seen her before.
Nope, doesn't look familiar.
Good job, Zed.
I have a +0. I have a 10 intelligence. I am wise, and I am slightly charismatic. I am not smart.
Same though.
Hello, Salem.
Artist depiction doesn't look familiar.
Alright, everyone else, what would you... How would you like to go about this investigation?
I'm
Well-
following in Arranis.
We are going to...
Bard School.
Kitty has taken over
Bard
as
School.
DM. All worship Cat Lord, the god of cats.
Kitty, can we have advantage?
Kitty says yes.
Kitty always
No.
has advantage. For I am cat. Alright. Feel like a Bond villain. I got a swivel chair. I got a cat. That I
And power. The
And
important part
anyway.
of being a Bond villain, power.
yes, power. Anyway,
so the three of us are going to venture on to. Oh no.
I'm
Okay.
I'm okay. My internet crapped out for just a minute, but I'm back now.
Okay, so we're going to make our approach on the Bard School.
all right. So as you approach, a couple of people in front are kind of like stiffen up, and they go, "What is your purpose coming
I
here?"
step forward.
I've come to see the headmaster. I have urgent business with him.
Do you have an invitation?
Does a lord of the realm need an invitation?
They kind of look at each other.
I'm gonna.
You're
That's a fucking.
No.
That's an intimidation check, by the way.
Yeah. Let's see it.
I'm not used to being intimidating, by the way. Yes, I am. Just not as.
No, sorry, sir. Step right in.
That sounds like you're offering an escort.
Make another intimidation check.
Your luck can only run so long.
Very well, sir.
And we follow, of course.
Yes. So they march you right up to the headmaster, and of course everyone is like looking at you sideways, just a little bit.
Burn
I
this
puff
fucking place to the
Aera
ground.
my nostrils very quickly and just like in a very disgruntled manner, side-eyeing all of them back.
Aera does that thing where like birds fluff up their feathers a little bit to look bigger.
A kookaburra did that to me. Anyway, so as you walk through, they eventually do lead you to the headmaster's office.
Thank you.
Just
Your
going to wait out
assistance
here.
is no longer required. And I pat the
Yeah.
guard on the back and I take my position up at the side of the door.
I look at the guard like he's right. Go on. And I knock on the door.
Yes, come in.
I open the door, shuffle Aera and I in as quickly as possible before he realizes what the fuck. And I close the door.
So he's sitting at his desk currently doing some paperwork. He works up. What are you doing here? I thought I told you never to come back.
Arranis, the former professor, has left. You are now speaking to Lord Arranis. Or rather, Lord Windriver.
Oh, Lord!
And a headmaster.
So, however, I'm willing to change. We can have this conversation that very much needs to be had as former colleagues or as Lord to peasant. How would you like to proceed?
Peasant? Keep in mind, I was
Sounds
once
like a
your
twist of fate.
superior. And I still am.
Bard fight.
If you are a lord, then I must be the king.
Aera,
I look at Aera, I said, Aera, that is something that we call a treasonous claim.
Aera puffs up and starts making that growling chicken noise.
That's something... I believe that's
Thank you, Rain.
that's an awfully treasonous claim to be making. Should I send my assistant off to tell the king of what he thinks about that?
Rain.
Which one, the bird or the shirtless orc?
I'm wearing a cape, thank you very much.
He's also outside. He didn't see Throkk. Well, we'll just say a little birdie told him.
If you are a lord, prove it.
I'm literally wearing the cape that makes me a lord.
Anyone can wear that cape.
What's the fancy thing the cape can do that proves it?
It can change colors.
It changes colors.
You're also forgetting that the symbol is emblazoned back.
I turned
Turn around, just do the finger point like that.
Yeah, as it ripples and changes colors.
Yeah. So
Twirl for me, darling.
I can keep proving this to you, or you can just assume and just pretend that we're colleagues. It's a much more pleasant conversation.
He sits back down because at this point he was kind of like towering. You know, he just very kind of in a huff sits back down. Fine.
Aera stops making the chicken growling.
I take the seat opposite his desk.
Aera stands behind at Arranis' right.
So
I'm going to need a right hand chicken.
Let's continue with the formalities. I apologize for my performance at yesterday's event. I was experiencing a very complicated set of emotions, and I did not channel myself correctly.
Fair enough.
One of the emotions that I was experiencing was obviously rage. However, I think it's important that you know why. I mean, obviously, Redrun and I didn't get over it, but I feel like that even for a relationship that was there must have been something more. I'm sure that you suspected as much.
Hold on, guys. Yeah?
God damn it.
Sorry.
Go on. I can keep this going for a while. I've had 4 weeks to just figure this out. I've been working on this for 4 fucking weeks.
Meanwhile, oh hey, that cloud looked like a rabbit.
I'm just imagining 2 freshman bard students needing to go see the headmasters about something and getting fucking scared off by a 7-foot-tall monster of a man.
A 5'10" tall.
No, you say that, and I'm only 5'11".
Just do the Roadhog boo animation.
I roll for everything.
5'11" manlet.
This is going much better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, we already have. Well, but we will soon all have significant leads on this person.
Yes.
Clearly, Black Hand's involved.
Not necessarily.
What other?
Could be one of his.
Jim, I think that there's some noise on your end.
I hear
Oh, you hear it too?
Yeah, it's coming from
Is it
the
coming
DMs.
from Mike? Oh, okay.
It's
Probably
Mike's
from how he
fan.
set down the.
Oh, okay.
Probably from how he set down the headphones.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a hamster wheel. It keeps on spinning.
Yeah, that's why I said it was a fan.
Sorry, I've heard. I thought it was Jim because sometimes there's a hum that comes from Jim's mic.
I've had that fixed for a while now, haven't I? Since I moved into my new place.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
My money is on one of Black Hand's generals.
Oh yeah, that would still be his involvement though, because they serve him.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
It's obvious when you're. Of cocaine.
I'm glad you all enjoyed Vernon's. Look, I'm a sentinel.
That was so cute.
That was
was.
That was amazing, man.
That was great. Oh, I'm still invisible. That was.
I knew what you had. I knew what you had.
For creating two completely different characters that annoy both of my two completely different characters.
That's a good point.
Oh, what did you guys do? Can I come help? Let's just leave him alone. Let's just not say anything, and maybe he won't follow us as he's trying to introduce his new character.
That means if both of you die, you have to play best friends, right? You realize that, right?
No, totally.
There's like the same way that like Liam has to play like a over the top happy person the next time he plays in a campaign.
Also, Travis has to play like a fucking wizard.
I want Travis to like actually play a muscle wizard.
Yeah. Muscle Wizard cast fist.
Muscle wizard cast fist.
Gosh, there's this particular. Isn't there like I remember I read something like a couple days ago. There's something that like gives you con damage, but also gives you like a strength increase. It's like some curse or something that you can have when you're a wizard, and then you can take I don't know. I don't even remember where I read this. Maybe I just dreamed it. Hold on.
I know what you're talking about because I have.
And you just have to stay angry.
Oh, wait, I can show you guys something.
Yes, hold on. It's on 1d4 chat.
Like that one kobold that became a god.
This can only
Cancer
end
Mage,
well.
that's what it is. It's Cancer Mage.
Cancer Mage!
That's what it is. It's a prestige class. The first level ability allows you to ignore any negative effects of a disease. In the same book, there's a disease called Festering Anger, which grants +2 to strength with an additional +2 per day. And it gives you con damage, but you don't... and so you can get this Festering Anger disease, and you can ignore the con damage because you're Cancer Mage prestige class, and then you can
somehow make your raid.
So, yeah, and then I think.
Oh, that's loud.
That's cool.
Yeah, the player race Illumian uses their strength bonus for additional spells per day, so you can flex your way to an additional 9 spells, or you can take improved grappling, you can intimidate people.
Oh, the Muscle Wizard?
Oh, there's also a feat in the Green Ronin supplement, Bastards and Bloodlines, that lets you switch your primary spellcasting stat. So you take that feat, you switch it to strength, and now you are a Muscle Wizard who casts Fist.
Yeah. And then there was like one where it was like were immune. You weren't necessarily immune to disease, but immune to the negative effects of a disease.
Yeah, we were just talking about.
Yeah, that was Cancer Mage.
Like it just makes you stronger and stronger. So Autumn and I went to the Spirit of Halloween today to find our costumes.
Look at that stuff.
Yeah, this thing was like $25.
It's beautiful.
Like freaking pretty sweet.
That does rich.
It's more like a walking stick and less like a staff. It's freaking tall as shit, but
yeah,
that's great.
It's a quarter staff.
Now you have a quarter staff, and you can smack people with it.
Yeah.
Respect the cane, or taste the pain.
Those who call me him. Yes.
Great. Amazing.
Alright.
So what's the headmaster's response?
It's a pretty badass
shutting him down.
scepter, I shall call it. Anyway,
Tim.
So what were you saying, Arranis?
My anger was clearly elevated beyond normal levels, and I figured that he deserved to know why. As a matter of fact, I suspect he already might know why.
Because Professor Redrun accused you of sending a girl down a dark path.
And whether or not you think that whether or not you like me or not, we can both agree that I am most certainly not that sort of person.
As much as it pains me to say this, yes. But your actions still have consequences. I do not believe you directly responsible for the death of that girl, but I do believe that she was infatuated. And it was not just a simple obsession.
You still seem awfully accusatory towards me.
I would be, yes, considering you fathered a child with her.
What?
I'm making an insight check.
He is being 100% serious.
Could have sworn prestidigitation worked like that.
Unsoil it.
It unsoils anything.
No!
Oh,
No! That's not what they mean when they say use protection!
Just an ad campaign for prestidigitation. Use prestidigitation, kids. Have safe sex.
Use abjuration spells.
Yeah, bro.
Shield as a reaction.
Yes! It's a shield condom.
Oh,
So, let's...
yes, Arranis, unfortunately.
I would have liked to have known this. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only bard at this college that knows how the message spell works.
Yes. But you must understand. A young girl, her stature, being so infatuated with you, not wishing to bring down your status as you were up and coming, considering this was about 10 years.
You knew. How long have you known?
Since the child was born.
Wait, hold on a second. So you have known that Arranis had a secret kid, and you didn't tell him, so he couldn't do anything fatherly. And now you're blaming him for the plight that the woman fell into because she was raising the kid alone. And it's his fault!
It's not his fault.
You still sound accusatory when you say that.
Do you not understand? I don't expect you to understand. I don't expect you to understand the life of an academic. Especially a professor under my wing. To have such a scandal, my college, is unacceptable.
Right, the horrible sin of two...
fault.
The horrible sin of two people having sex. Yes.
That was before I was... That was before I was even a professor. You hired me in spite of that.
I did.
You like me.
I did. And I still do, to some degree.
That is the nicest thing you've said to me in a very long time.
Arranis, you
But
need to
now
work
I
on your
divulge
standards.
this to you. Because I wish to see you set it right. She only truly lost herself when you did leave Railden proper. She had been secretly hoping that after all this time you eventually learn about your offspring. Would you like to know her name?
I would most certainly, and the child's as well.
Her name was Clara.
Clara.
Yes. And the child's name was Maria.
Maria. It's a beautiful name.
Yes. She's a beautiful girl.
I see.
So, I didn't expect to be getting information quite like this. So,
Expect to give it to you.
here's how the future goes for the two of us. You are going to sing my praises till the day you die. If you don't, I will tell the king that you permitted necromancy within his walls. That's not a threat, it's a promise.
Let's compromise. I will not sing your praises, not after what you did yesterday. But I will not sully your name.
No, you're going to be singing.
I will not allow others to sully it either.
You are going to help clean up the mess that I made. You are going to explain that it was because Professor Redrun will take the fall instead of you.
No, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm not really super familiar with the laws of the mainlanders over here. Keeping a secret from somebody who should be knowing it, and that secret leading to the death of another person, the person who kept the secret potentially be, I don't know, prosecuted for manslaughter?
Oh, it goes far beyond that because what did you say? She fell into a bad crowd and started, right?
I didn't say anything like that.
Yeah, you don't know that yet.
I don't know that yet, damn. You allowed through your own neglect someone to die. Clearly. Now, here's the thing. We can dishonor both of our names by telling the truth of the existence of the child. And the existence and the death. Or, we can spin the story. I was mad at Redrun because I had recently found out, through his negligence, he prevented a young, promising woman to meet her demise. Everything suddenly makes sense. You get to sing my praises. I don't mention this to the king, and I don't mention that it was how this relationship happens. So your school remains unsullied, your reputation remains intact, and you have a suitable alibi that is honestly partially true. The best type.
You have learned well of this. Fine.
And by the
let
way,
it be known that you are angry at Professor Red for many reasons, including the fact that he neglected to inform you of your child, which led a young girl down a dark path. He toyed you this knowledge. Fair enough.
I'm happy to be doing business with you, my fellow bard. May the verse flow through us all.
May it be heard loud and clear by all. Your lordship.
That won't be necessary.
Ooh, you're making a blush.
I have a feeling that even despite this, we're going to start getting along again. At least I hope so. And I turn.
I hope so too.
And I leave.
And Aera follows her out. Aera waits for the door to close, and it's just like,
So,
she hops up and...
Throkk is staring up at the sky, keeping his head, putting his head down, doing a angry little scowl every now and then, but looking up at the clouds. And as soon as the the door open. He hears the handle on the door click. He just snaps back into attention, like, "Yeah, I was paying attention. I was the entire time."
Throkk.
So what happened?
I would like. Would you like to help me save my daughter?
Aera is bouncing up and down. Arranis kicked ass! And also he's a dad. Yeah.
You have a daughter? How old is she?
Yeah.
I have kicked ass and also
do a play date with
ass.
Mika? Can we? Oh my gosh. So many questions.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
But yes.
Everything went better than expected.
Well, it wouldn't be save my daughter, it'd be find my.
Yeah.
I know how these stories go. Let's not forget who we're dealing with at the fundamental level. Everything is a fucking story to Arranis.
Fair enough.
Okay.
We're definitely gonna have to schedule a play date.
Also, of course, they'll share tutors at River's Keep.
Does this mean I'm an aunt now?
Maybe to
That's not how that works, Aera.
I was there when you found out.
maybe a god pigeon. I don't know how this.
Aera.
God pigeon.
A birdie godmother.
You guys are secret siblings. You share a secret together.
A feather godmother. if
Aera,
you will.
Mother godmother.
Aera, she's almost as old as you.
Holy crap, I'm the cool aunt!
So, Mike, what race was Maria?
Clara and Maria.
Human. So we have a quarter elf to find.
So, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
And so I'm going to go find.
It's the arc title.
I'm going to go find some clerics because corpse.
And it's about this time that Zed catches up with you.
So, hey, what'd you guys find
Zed.
out?
Hi, Zed!
Okay.
Arranis has some news.
Oh, I can't
And
wait to
Vernon
hear it.
shows back up.
Oh, the news that
What?
he can tell us all later.
No.
By the way, you do find a ring of spells storing for 5,000.
Sweet.
Vernon, I have a kid.
Oh,
Well, congratulations.
it's funny that you mentioned kids, because the bunch of them are going missing.
You all have a bag of holding, yes?
We have a couple. Why?
Yes.
Could you store this?
What is it?
Been carrying it around all day. It's a chest. It's got 500 platinum in bars.
Okay, how much does that weigh?
It's about 10
pounds.
10 pounds. Yeah.
Oh,
10
okay.
pounds.
So just put it in the back. So we just put it in.
Yeah, put it in the group.
Put it in the party one. I'm holding on to the party one.
Oh, thank God! I've been carrying this thing around all day. I hate it.
So
I just-
at the
Look at
moment,
I
me.
just
Look,
take the
everyone.
bars out and put them individually in and just throw the chest in the nearest alley.
No,
at
keep
the
it
at the
dead.
moment, Zed says, "Oh, children are going missing." I pick Zed up with my -2 strength.
Okay.
I believe they call out those dad reflexes.
hmm
Dad bod, though.
With
and
advantage, because dad, right?
what do you mean? There's children missing?
Okay, let's go to a place, like a bar or something, and we can talk this out. Because I have information. I did my own research. What do you think I was doing?
Zed, there's no
No.
extra bot. There's no new bodies.
No. Why would there be new bodies? I guess the children maybe if my lines are correct, but I didn't do it.
Congratulations, Zed. I'm very proud of you.
Aera goes over and takes Zed by the shoulders and peers into his eyes.
You see the same soulless eyes you always see staring back at you, with the blank,
With that-
vacant expression.
With that glimmer of light. With that glimmer of light.
Is
Yeah.
humanity behind those eyes.
Holy shit! That mace is doing the whammy on him!
Anywho,